going on, my people? Welcome to La Ventanita C.F. Here chilling with Akeem the Dream. What's going on, my dude?
We are back. We took a week off. We took a hiatus. We took a vacation. We recharged batteries. We got some wins, and now we are back. We got lots of content. I love it when we take a week off because that means we have just as much content or even more content to talk about. And we do record, so always fun. We actually got some interesting stuff. We got a lot of different topics, which is always fun. We got U20 World Cup coming up. That's going to be interesting. We got a game against Orlando. We just had two games. We got a lot of games coming up this week. I think the next 3 weeks, you have two games a week. It's gonna be wild. That's why I didn't mind like skipping a week or not because I knew we were gonna play catch up and it makes the episode longer anyways. But we've been doing a lot of short episodes lately, so
Yeah, there wasn't too much going on for a little bit. Now there's a lot going on. So, hey,
mm-hmm.
let's just jump right into it. I guess let's get right around the MLS.
Yeah. Let me pull up the menu real quick. So on the menu, like I said, we're gonna go around. Like you said, you're going around the MLS. Then we're gonna talk about the last couple of matches because we had New England and then we had Nashville. So we can talk about those two matches real quick. Um, Academy players has been helping us out a lot, so we're gonna talk about them and the U20 World Cup, which starts this weekend. We're gonna do a little bit of jersey talk. We actually have, since we last spoke, two new jerseys. And then we're gonna go over the leftovers, and yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff to talk about. So yeah, right into it. It was a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
We had a game on Saturday, or they call them match days now,
Yeah,
and then we had a Wednesday match day. So
it doesn't make sense to call
got
them
a
a
lot.
match day because they always have a Sunday game too.
Yeah, but it's fun. It gets loaded up with Heat games, Marlins games, Panthers games, and
Everybody's
there's
playing,
always
yeah.
something. There's a lot of stuff to watch nowadays. There's four professional teams playing right now. This is one of my favorite times in sports is when you get to see all of the Miami teams play at this time and meaningful games like the ones that are going on in Panthers and Heat. But watching it Marlins and Inter Miami doing reasonable is pretty dope. So what's going on with the standings, Akeem? I'd say let's start off with the standings.
Let's do East first. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do. I think let's just do standings today, just because we have so much to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
that
Yeah, let's run through
yeah.
it real quick. So we got Cincinnati in first, followed by New England. Then we have Nashville, who we recently just played. We're gonna talk about that shortly. Uh,
So they're third.
yes, they are third. Atlanta in fourth with 21 points. Columbus in fifth with 18. Philadelphia also have 18 in sixth place. Charlotte has been on the column. They're all the way up in seventh place. They were like in 13th at one point.
Yeah,
Um,
they were.
DC's doing actually surprisingly well in eighth place. Then we have NYCFC in ninth. We have Orlando City directly above us in 10th. They recently tied their last game against New York. Then you have us. We were up in fifth place after the last
Then
game.
six. Then six.
Then sixth because there was still one more game being played because it was an interconference game, and then up on sixth. Then losing again, but us back to down to 11th because everybody, I believe it was from fifth to 13th, were all on 15 points.
Yeah,
Everybody,
everybody was tied.
everybody was out of 15
We were
points.
ahead on wins. We were ahead on wins because we don't draw.
Exactly.
We just win or
We have
lose.
yet to draw a game all season. I wish we did. Then we have Montreal, who's been doing surprisingly well. They've actually broke their losing streak the same night we did as well. They've been on a little bit of a winning streak as well. Then we have Chicago, New York Red Bulls, and then at the end we have Toronto, who Mabika just went to. So shout out to Mabika.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shout out to him. I think, yeah, we love him. I don't think we ever give him a proper. I'd say I love him. I don't know if you do.
yeah,
I
no,
think
I
he's
thought he
a
was
good
good.
draft pick, a cool dude. But it looks like we're flipping players, and I like it. It's something that a lot of people were clamoring. Oh, where's Inter Miami selling players? And hey, we're turning young players into positives on the roster that are making a difference. So
And we're
I
saving
I,
up a
I
lot of
like it.
money.
Yeah, and we're not at the bottom of the table right now. Everybody's kind of like in that weird logjam position, like you talked about. So, the East is open. I don't know how the West is going right now, but the East is definitely wide open. We gotta string together as many good results as we can, and it starts this Saturday for sure
I mean,
because we definitely weren't able to do it yesterday.
I
But
mean, just real
it's all
quick,
good.
we have Columbus, Philadelphia, and Charlotte all on 18 points. And we have DC, New York City, and Orlando all at 16. Then us and Montreal at 15.
15.
Chicago at 15, and then Chicago at 14. So you can see how close everything is. There's no margin for error there. Going to
Yeah.
the West. In the West, the craziness. What I swear, the West is crazier than the East. We have
Wow,
Seattle.
wow, West.
For real, we got Seattle up. It's still in the top spot. LAFC is still in second, chasing and nipping on the heels. We got Dallas all the way up in third, which is interesting. They've been on the rise too. They were kind of mid-table up until now. St. Louis, how the mighty have fallen. Went from first, now they're down in fourth place. Ooh boy, they're not used to that. They're not used to anything actually. They have 4 losses now. They're 6-4-1 now. Then you have, surprisingly again, San Jose up in 5th with 18 points. Then we have Portland Timbers at 6th. Minnesota doing pretty good at 7th. Houston surprising well at 8th. Vancouver at 9th. Austin at 10th. Real Salt Lake at 11th. Colorado at 12th. I call them our Western Conference brethren, Kansas City, because they have a bad record just like we do. Then they're at 13th. And then LA Galaxy all the way down the mud at 14th. They only have 2 wins this season. As far as MLS,
fans called them, man.
They are not doing great.
The supporters group boycotted them, and you can see why that team is.
I mean, that was before the season even started.
Yeah, they knew, bro. They had some guy that's just been like same thing Neville's kind of doing with us, just maintaining a job off nothing.
But it's not even just the coach; it's the whole they want top down change. They want everybody gone. They want the whole front office gone. So it's a crazy.
I do too with Inter, and I'm
not the whole front office. Not Hendo.
I want everybody. Not Hendo. But
we can keep
everybody Hendo. Top to bottom, season ticket representatives. I don't know, bro. There's good people there. There's good people, but I need somebody to come in and tighten shit up over there. I don't know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some people working at Inter are space cadets in a way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just a lot of people who got the job through nepotism, just like everybody's getting it through Inter, and just people that aren't as qualified. Whatever, but that's just my 2 cents about it. But Galaxy are seeing it. That's the theme of it all. We're doing all right. We're holding on, but I'm tired of holding on and doing all right. Right? We've all kind of clamored to be in a position where we're not battling for positioning, right, and be somewhere comfortable. And obviously, we still have the sanctions. We'll see what next year brings. But
almost done.
I hope next year brings another coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely true. And I know Neville was able to string up some wins. And is that our next topic there?
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and go into that. I already got it pulled up already.
So we're talking about Inter's form of lately, right? The few games we beat New England, we beat Atlanta.
We beat Atlanta, Charleston Athletic in the Open Cup, and then New England. So we had a little bit of a win streak there. Yes.
Yeah, and before Atlanta was Miami FC.
Yes.
Or was before Atlanta.
Yes, that was yeah.
So you get Miami FC, you get Atlanta,
mm-hmm.
you get Charleston,
mm-hmm.
you get New England. Was that 5? No, 4.
Yeah, I forgot which game was in between. I forget, but we did. There
was another.
Because it was a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, so there's another win somewhere we're missing. We got Miami FC, Charleston, Atlanta, New England. Who else? Did the Grim Reaper? Did the Grim Reaper knock down the door? Let me check. I'll check right now.
I'm on Levelus right now.
I got you.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Charleston game was an own goal. Hey, they go in, right?
Hey, we won.
Winning is winning. I mean, Martinez would have got there. So, New England. How far keep going back?
Columbus. We beat Columbus.
That's right. We beat them away.
Away, yeah.
That's true. Yes,
we beat Columbus away 2-1. We parked the bus that game. That was a good one.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. But a good run as of lately. We hadn't really talked about it. There was a good string, and then Nashville happened.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we get there, I just want to talk real quick because in the last episode and even episode before that, we lamented about how Neville did the same thing over and over again: run up the wings, pass, do nothing with the ball. We saw a stark difference to that in these past win streaks, and I found it interesting, especially what happened last night at refresh my memory, please. Nashville. Especially that happened in Nashville. We kind of stepped away from that. Like before, we just held the ball and did nothing with it and let the other team counterattack. But he went back to what we did last year. We didn't have much possession, but when we had possession, we did what we could with it, and that's what got us that win streak. Except for the game with Miami.
Players like Kramashi, players like David Ruiz have made a big name for themselves
Mm-hmm.
in the past few weeks. They've played out of their minds in that system. You're talking about that counter-attacking system
Mm-hmm.
that's worked for us, and parking the bus and playing defensively. Um,
It's not pretty,
Campana's
but
played
it's
well.
effective.
Yeah, Joseph's been all right in it. It's resulted in some good stuff. Nashville, I don't know what happened. They put in a shit squad. They definitely put in the
Yes.
shit squad and got you're holding off for the game against Orlando. I get it, but and like you said, there's a lot of games coming up. There's a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's trying to save some legs, but I would have liked to have seen Yedlin. That's for sure,
Yeah,
and maybe take him out in the
the
60th
the
minute and
Yedlin
put Nevo in.
Benjamin Yedlin was like baffled me. I did not understand it because he had his four. I understand like, and I think some people like, and I tweeted about it, and some people were like, oh, they're resting him, but like his form has only gotten better in the last couple of games. So I think now is the worst time to bench him because he's been
Yeah,
so good. Like, why would you bench him even to save him? Like, no, like I said before, from fifth, I think it was down to 13th. We're all 15 points. So this is the worst time to like, okay, we can tie this, we can lose this. I understand we have a rivalry game coming up, but the margins are so close in the East that we can't afford any fuck ups. And the way we lined up last night, I don't I don't want to blame the players too much because I feel that they were set up for failure. They were set up to go out there and either tie or lose. They weren't going out there to win. And you saw that the whole
yeah,
first half, we didn't even get any dribbles in their box at all. We were all in our
no,
half and we tried to defend, but it wasn't working. Also, why was yeah?
yeah,
And he was starting his son. I don't get that, and I know people don't want to start with the nepotism thing. I don't give. I honestly don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about the nepotism thing. If he plays, he plays good. If he plays good, he plays good. If he plays bad, he plays bad. Like that's not even a fact to me. That's the son. And Neville played bad, and he should have started. He should have started yelling and switched the roles. If we had a decent defensive first half, then okay, rest Yedlin 60th minute, and then he can get ready for Orlando. But I don't understand why you would not start Yedlin in that situation, or Joseph in that matter either.
um, yeah. It's stupid. It's honestly stupid in my opinion. It's a very valuable game. It's not even an Open Cup game. Like
If it was
it's
Open
a
Cup, I'd be like, okay, fine, shit.
yeah, yeah. At least go for a draw and take them out in the 60th minute and play defensive. Try to get ahead. Do something, man. There's a big lack of ambition with Phil Neville and the way he runs into Miami. And you're right. For all the good he did, he screwed it all up last night. And we know he's gonna come out full force against Orlando. That's definitely gonna be a positive part of it. But part of us, left salty with yesterday. The consolation goal was nice. That's a good
It was a nice
that's
goal.
a good way to go. That's a good way to go into the rivalry game. It was a really nice goal by Dixon Arroyo,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I believe I just said Arroyo.
Dixon Arroyo,
Arroyo,
arroz con pollo,
Arroyo,
arroz con pollo.
Dixon Arroyo con pollo. Dixon Arroyo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was
Famous
a
name.
banger for goal. I'm surprised he didn't get nominated for goal
Yeah.
of the match day, but whatever.
Yeah. Really, really big surprise. But it's Inter Miami. What do you expect? Everybody hates us. Everybody hates Miami
Mm-hmm.
right now. but
Always, bro.
hey,
Always.
but hey, let's kick Orlando's ass. You talked about it. It's tight, bro. We I don't know if we're transitioning into Orlando yet, if that's what's next, but um, we can move up with a win, big time, big time. We need those 3 points, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck going for a draw. We gotta beat Orlando at home. That's gotta be a big statement win. We're not gonna have David Ruiz
Yes,
available for
he.
that game. He's off to the U20 World Cup.
Mm-hmm. We could actually switch to
Uh,
that now because that was the next topic.
yeah, yeah.
Talking about mostly the young kids. So we have 3 academy players, and I was going to mention this in the leftovers, but I can bring it up here. So we have 3 players going to the U20 World Cup. You just mentioned David Ruiz. We also have
For
he
Honduras,
yeah, for Honduras. I'm
for
going to say
Honduras.
for
That's fine.
hey Ashley, for Honduras, and then we
Perfect.
have Ascona and Boatwright who are called up to the Dominican Republic.
Hi, Akeem.
Hey, what's up? So yeah, we have 3 of our young players gonna go over down to Argentina to play in the U20 World Cup, which is gonna be interesting because they're gonna be out for. Let me see how many games Honduras has, and when their matches are. Because I believe the first match is this Saturday.
Who's their group again? They played
Um, They have
They
a
played a
very
pretty
easy
tough
group.
team.
Hold on
You
one second.
sure?
I think
I
it
don't
was the
remember. It was,
I think it was Dominican Republic who had the harder. Yeah, it was Dominican Republic that has a harder group. I can actually go through the groups real quick. Oops, that's the wrong thing I'm looking at. Hold on one second.
but yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm definitely gonna
Okay.
watch the U20 World Cup. I'm gonna try to watch it because there's three Inter Miami players. We got the two Dominicans in Boatwright and Ascona. They should
Yes.
be exciting to watch, and definitely it's gonna be exciting to watch David Ruiz and Honduras. And they're in some pretty interesting groups, and it's gonna go on for a little bit. So it's gonna be some dope soccer to
The
watch, especially for
22nd.
me this end of the year time, bro. It's gonna be dope. So
Okay.
what are the groups?
His first game is on Monday. So I'll go through the groups real quick. There are 6 groups. So Group A, keep in mind this is a U20 World Cup. Group A is Argentina, Guatemala, New Zealand, and Uzbekistan. Group 2 is Ecuador, Fiji, Slovakia, and the United States. That should be an insanely easy group for us. Group C, Senegal, Japan, Israel, and Colombia. Group D, who I think is a group of death. Listen to this: Italy, Brazil, Nigeria, and Dominican Republic. God damn, that is a group of death.
We see some Inter Miami players. We see two Inter Miami players up against the best. So
Against the best, that's great. Group E, Uruguay, Iraq, England, and I believe this is Tunisia. Yes, Tunisia. So that is that group, and then Group E, and the last group, France, South Korea, the Gambia, and Honduras, where David Ruiz is going to be playing. So he has a pretty
France, who else? France and who else?
France, Korea, and the Gambia. Small little African nation.
That's not so easy of a group.
No, it's not. They got France and Korea. Even the Gambia's in there, but like usually these African teams have good youth levels. They have really good youth and women's teams. I don't know why. They just do.
Equal opportunity.
True. And also they get poached by other teams like France when they turn old enough. Just like how we poached Bulligan.
Balogun. Hey, we poached him from England. Yeah.
Fuck it.
No, but Nigeria too, I believe. He was a little.
Yeah, he was eligible for Nigeria, but he was born in Brooklyn, so.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's the U20 World Cup coming up. So yeah, it was interesting because we did rely a lot on our youth these past couple games in our win streak, and especially Kremeshi and Ruiz. They were pivotal to our last few goals, to our last few games. You notice how Ruiz got the first actual academy player goal, and then he got the assist right after that. And then even Kremeshi got an assist during the game against Columbus. So our youth players have been actually outstanding, and they've been much better than
Cool.
they've been actually much better than the rest of the players that we have on the team. They've been like pulling us forward. It's crazy, which is great.
No, I mean you were clamoring for that. You wanted the academy players to play.
Mm-hmm.
We traded away Bryce Duke. We got a haul for him. We got Kamal Miller, short up the defense a little bit. They got the opportunity in the midfield, and they've made a great opportunity for themselves. These young kids are under 20. They're literally at the under 20 World Cup, and or at least David Ruiz says Benjamin Kramashi could have been neither Argentina or USA called him up, but he was eligible.
Yes, he was. He's still eligible because he hasn't played at the senior level yet.
Do you have the rumors about him on the list, or can I talk about that now?
Go ahead. Yeah.
So, supposedly, it's fucking Twitter or whatever, but I read some shit today, just scrolling through for a second about Bundesliga scouts coming to Miami or whatever, trying to watch Kremasi and people expecting him to be gone soon. That's interesting. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's definitely attention being paid to the young player. He's a really talented player, and I think it's interesting that Argentina or USA didn't call him up. They're both very deep teams at the youth level.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
So that's not really that big of a knock. But he is a very good young developing player. I don't expect to see him leave this soon, but if he starts balling really really hard, you never know. That could definitely be true, but I think those rumors are a little premature at this point.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's being scouted from somewhere.
I'll never forget this. When Rodolfo Pizarro first joined, he actually played really good for us that first game against DC and LAFC. He actually looked pretty good. And there's rumors about AC Milan trying to buy him from us or something like that, like some crazy shit.
AC
And
Milan,
and
fuck out of here.
yeah, yeah, and where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe somebody was interested in buying him at that point, and would have been a good idea to sell him, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
when you get a good deal, you get a good deal. But I don't know if anyone's offering anything crazy for Benjamin Cremasi at this point.
Yeah.
But maybe someday, and I hope so. I hope he could at least put in a little bit more time at Inter. But he puts in a good season. We can get a good haul from him. See you later, bro.
I'm gonna go through some of. I'm not gonna go through the whole roster unless you want me to. I'll go through some notable players that are on the U20 American
One
team.
last thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. One last thing. One last thing about Cremasi though too is he's a key rat. He's a Miami kid, so we're always rooting for him. Noah Allen, Pembroke Pines kid. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro. So definitely rooting for them. Notable players you going for USA? I'm down.
We have in goal, of course, we got Gaga Solina.
Oh fuck yeah! U20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I keep forgetting he's
overkill.
19. He's 19.
Dude, that's overkill. He's disgusting. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We got Justin Che from Hoffenheim. He's still only 19 years old. We got a Galaxy player, Marcus Furkan. I can't pronounce that. A lot of MLS players. Who else we got here? Owen Wolf, the coach of Joshua from Austin FC. We got Diego Luna. He's actually pretty decent from Real Salt Lake. Caden Cowell, he's been actually doing really well in San Jose. We have Darren Yappy from the Colorado Rapids. There's actually quite a few.
What's the name of this guy from Atlanta United? Caleb Wiley, is he there?
Caleb Wiley, yep, he's there. Still, we got let me see, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that team is disgusting. That team is fucking disgusting.
4, 5,
of course, Cremasi didn't make it on that team.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 MLS players.
Yo, Cremasi not being on that team is not a knock on him at all. That team is disgusting.
This team is stacked. And then we have...
They have a Chelsea keeper. They have a keeper from Chelsea, dude.
we have Gaga Solina, however you pronounce it. Then we have Alexander Robto, who plays in Fulham. And then we have a goalkeeper from FC Dallas. We have a kid, Jonathan Gomez, who plays in Spain for Real Sociedad. Justin Che plays for Hoffenheim in Germany. And then we have this Croatian kid, Puskas, who I've never heard of. And then Kevin Paredes plays in Wolfsburg in Germany. And then everybody else plays in MLS. This is a stacked roster. There's no reason why we can't win this. Of course, unless we come up against like Italy or Brazil or some shit like that. Or even Argentina, who are the hosts.
It's crazy. The USA has a really bright future, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited for what's coming up for you.
Even beyond 26. Even beyond 26 and that ugly ass logo.
I mean, I would say about a good 3 or 4 of these players are going to be in the next World Cup.
26?
Yeah. At least.
Probably.
At least a few of these players. So Solina, he's definitely going to be there. He's going to be the backup keeper. He could definitely be a backup keeper.
He might even be the main keeper. You never know.
Fucking Caden Cowell's probably going to be there.
He has like the most potential of any U.S. keeper, I think.
Mm-hmm. And the U.S. is known for their keepers. Caleb Wiley, Yep.
Drake Callender could be in that.
Yeah. Caleb Wiley's a goddamn baller. Owen Wolf, I haven't heard much from him lately. He has 3 caps, 1 goal, and he's a midfielder. So yeah, you should actually, like, if you're listening to this, check out the U20 World Cup. It's gonna be interesting.
We'll post it on Twitter. I have no idea where it's on, but I want to see it.
Yeah. I have like I said, I already said the groups, but the first game is gonna be against Ecuador. That's gonna be on May 20th. Second game against Fiji is gonna be on May 23rd, and the last game against Slovakia is gonna be on May 26th.
I hope they don't make it really difficult to watch this. I hope it's like on some easy.
I don't know where they're broadcasting these games. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find it.
The Panthers are going off right now, dude. There's a power play against them, and fucking Bobrovsky's like standing on his fucking head, just blocking shit. Defense is doing great.
Where?
Go fucking Cats.
I can't see anywhere where you can watch this.
We'll figure it out and put it on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll post it on Twitter. It's probably somewhere there on Twitter. But so that's that. You want to do Jersey Talk real quick?
Before we go to Jersey Talk, it's time for fuck Orlando
Oh yeah, the
talk.
usual.
A little bit of pre rivalry game, pre derby banter to the ugly fucks in purple that are gonna try to come in on Saturday into our fortress and
Driving all down the
honestly come a
highway.
long way. Come a long way to just to lose,
Mm-hmm.
just to lose. Send your sad asses home.
They haven't been
Don't
great. They haven't been great lately. Their form has not been good.
they haven't. We've been better, and we're at home, and we play great at home. And I'm ready to eat some purple Barney dinosaur ice cream
Purple
and
people.
just fucking yeah, just
Wow, they're
fucking
four,
just
4-4.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So they've been
we're
bang
gonna make it.
average at best.
We're gonna make it a number five in the loss column.
Exactly.
And we're gonna pick up that W and just this is the type of week where you don't even look at the color purple, you ignore it. You always do anyway, right?
Yeah.
But fuck Orlando, bro.
Let's see their
I'm really
current
tired of them
form.
and their fans.
Uh,
They've been bad. They've been bad lately.
yeah.
Yeah,
Lost against
they got lucky with
Nashville.
that draw.
Beat Minnesota. Lost against DC. Beat LA. Lost against Montreal. Tied against Columbus. Tied against Orlando. I mean, tied against New York City. So that's been their form of late.
I was like they tied themselves.
I mean, pretty much they were winning that game. They scored in the 7th minute, and then they ended up conceding a goal in the 86th. So yeah, the 89th at the very end of the game. So yeah, they pretty much
Oh,
screwed themselves.
that's amazing. Typical Orlando. Great,
Mm-hmm.
great. All right, so you want to talk some jerseys? We haven't talked about the Earth Day ones,
Yes.
and those are my favorite color. And one thing that I'll tell you right now, I love the teal ones, but the black ones were sick.
I wish we got
That
the black
contrast,
ones. I wish we got the black ones.
I do too. And teal's my favorite color. And I do because that contrast. And we're gonna talk about contrast soon. But the black with the offset with the dark blue and the teal blue,
Mm-hmm.
it looks sick. It would have looked dope with the XBTO. Why don't they just make both? Why can't we just have both? Like some years like they're usually weak on those prime blue jerseys, but this year's were ill. I really like them. I'm gonna get our teal one, and I never get another MLS team's jersey, but I want that black jersey. I might be able to find it blank. I know my girl has found Ashley's found the fucking prime blue ones before blank, at Ross and Marshall. So
Yeah, they're usually just templates, anyways.
they are templates. So maybe I could just find that template.
But yeah,
Anywhere
yeah,
on
I
black.
saw the black ones. I'm like, I wish we got the black versions because they look so nice with the dark blue on it.
They do.
Black and
They
dark
do.
blue has
They
always
do.
been my favorite color combo, so it's crazy.
It's a sick color combo. And the black and teal is one of my favorite. It is my favorite color combo. Black and teal,
Mm-hmm.
Florida Marlin style, bro. It's sick. So I'm still gonna get the jersey.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
usually get jerseys at the end of the year sale, so I'll just wait a couple of weeks. Or
I'll probably wait a little bit too. But I might not wait too long. If I can get like a 25% off somewhere,
I still have to
I'll
get
probably pick it up.
the La Noche jersey. I still have to get one of those. So
It's dope. It's
yeah.
awesome. I like it.
The thing is, I want to
I used
I
to
want to
have
get a Campana one. I want to get one with
I see.
Campana's name.
I don't have nobody on it. I think I might just keep
Yeah.
it blank.
I mean, most of my
Yeah,
jerseys I have are blank. I have the yellow jersey from the Heartbeat, so I'm thinking I might want to get this one with Campana on it.
Ooh. Panthers just hit the not the Panthers. Hurricanes just hit the crossbar on us. Thank
Nice.
God for that crossbar.
Nice. And then we have the this one is actually a bit newer. We have the Love Unites jersey for Pride Month.
And not a lot of people are feeling them because it's not great contrast. It's
Yeah. I don't think it's a bad jersey, but as I'm showing it here on the screen, especially the E's that you see there, they're so light on a white jersey you can barely read it out. So you can have to squint to read what it says. If it was in black, like the like how Oakland, I think it's Oakland Roots, they had a jersey similar to this one, where they had like a colorful pattern on the
no
sleeves.
similar nothing. It's a copy. They copied their homework.
I don't want to say they copied it, but designs are
their homework.
designs are
Look at
similar.
the Oakland. We don't have it up, but look up the Oakland Roots home and away kit.
It's the same. It's a similar design. It's a very similar design.
It's they copied their homework. It looks like the Wish version. Ours looks like the Wish version, or theirs looks like the Wish version. It's somebody copied somebody here.
Exactly.
For sure.
Remember, these jerseys take a couple years to produce, though. But yeah, if it was if it had a black base with these colors, kind of like how last year's Pride jersey had a black base, I think it would look amazing, and I would have bought it right away. But
Yeah.
this all white with it's hard to see especially in the front. With that's supposed to be the whole point of the jersey, is to show the message on the front. It's very hard to read, so that's one of the reasons why I don't like it. If it was in all black, I would have bought it right away. But this one, I think I'm gonna skip.
I bought the tie dye version of it, the OG, our first year, second year.
I have that one, and I have the last year one with all the triangles on it. But this one,
Um,
I'm probably gonna skip and probably get one of the other jerseys. I'd rather get the prime blue instead of this one, to be honest.
You know what? Yeah, I'm definitely the prime blue for this one for sure. But I don't feel those white jerseys too much. You get some ketchup on it or something.
That's also a hazard you have to watch out for. Yeah, I remember one time I was wearing my heartbeat jersey, and I was like wearing it one day, and I had just put it on, and I was eating pizza, and I spilled pizza sauce on it immediately.
My heartbeat jersey's got a bunch of stains on it, bro. It's fucked.
That's why I don't wear the authentic jerseys to games. Cause I just don't want to mess them up. I'll wear something else instead.
Yeah, they're my battle worn jerseys. So I have my battle torn jerseys.
Yeah.
It's dope. And then part of me, like I see them on sale now, years later. If you go to Canes, where they got a really good deal on Inter Miami kits, you get the authentics for like $50, I think. From our
What?
season. Yeah, our inaugural season. Yeah, some crazy shit.
The inaugural. Yeah,
black.
yeah. The sale on the inaugural jersey, the white one, for like $60 on MLS, but they added the XBTO sponsorship.
Yeah, but you know, whatever. Whether they add it, whether they don't have it over there at Canes, where you can have it without it if you want, which is better anyway.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Same.
But honestly, like I just want a clean version of them too. You know, like mine are all battle torn, and that's cool. Like they have memories for me.
Yeah.
The pandemic and like our first seasons and when we were allowed to go to games and stuff. And I tore those up pretty well on we made a bunch of trips to Orlando that following season. Remember, because we weren't traveling. The MLS wasn't traveling people super far. We were like playing teams only in our region.
Yeah.
So we were going to like Orlando a lot and shit. I don't know. I tore those up, and it's cool to me. Fuck it. But now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I'm gonna get like a cleaner version.
I've always been a collector, so I try to keep them as pristine as possible. That's just me, though. That's why I don't like put it. That's why I don't put like any of the actual like patches and like 1896 on it, because I just like to keep the jersey as it is. That's just me.
I feel you.
All right, so let me just, since we're nearing the end of the episode here. Actually, we didn't take that long. I thought the episode would be long, but that's not bad. Let's go through some leftovers real quick. Let me pull that up real quick. Where am I booked?
Mota's injured. I don't think we're talking about that.
I'm pretty sure we did. That happened a while ago. Mota's injured. Who else is injured now? Oh, Ian Frey is back. That's something new.
No, Robbie Bonds is working his way back.
He's almost back. So Ian Frey's back finally after 2 years. He can finally play a game. All right, so going through the headlines real quick. Victor Ulloa, who did not have a great game against Nashville. He is our all-time appearance leader right now. It said back when they announced it was 60, but now it's 70. So
he beat Higuain.
Yeah, he beat Higuain. So now at 70 with most appearances for the team. We officially signed Israel Boatwright, who we were talking about earlier at the U20 World Cup. He's officially out of the academy and now signed to our MLS Pro team, which is good because we can call him up a few times if need be. But that's good for him. He's moving on up the ranks, which is good because he definitely deserves it. Got a couple of items from Joseph Martinez. First, he is. Let me see. When we won the game against Atlanta, that was his. He was the fastest to get 100. Yeah, it was the fastest to get 100 goals at 142.
He was at 98. He was at 98 that night, and then he got to 100.
Then he got to 100. It only took him 142 games, which is the fastest person ever to do that. He also scored against. Exactly, the GOAT. He also scored against when he beat Atlanta. That was his 26th different team that he scored against in the MLS as well. And then for that, of course, he was named Team of the Week for Match Day 11. And I believe that's all of the items I have in the left.
Can you imagine if we can get that every game? Can you imagine if we get
that? That would be crazy. We would not be in 11th if he did.
In 75% of the games, if we can get that.
Yeah.
Instead of getting it in 10%.
That's why I don't understand why he. I guess. Well, no. Now I understand it because he was so determined to play defensively against Nashville. But I just don't understand why you would want to just turtle in and defend against Nashville, who has fucking Hani Mukhtar and people like that, who has last year's MVP. You want to just sit back and defend? You have to. If you're gonna go for a tie, at least go for a 1-1 tie. Make them catch us.
Yeah.
But to start,
Start aggressive.
yeah, start
Start
aggressive.
aggressive.
But we were just so just passive, and we just let them do whatever they wanted.
We're playing lackadaisical. We're
Also,
playing lackadaisical.
fucking Christopher McVay, he got shut to the goddamn Shadow Realm in that first goal. He got destroyed.
Yeah.
He got embarrassed.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to say
He
it.
got murked.
He got put on it like this one TikToker.
He doesn't belong.
Yeah,
right now.
this one TikToker when he's a Tottenham fan, and he like said that man got put on a T-shirt, and that's exactly what happened to him. He got put on a goddamn T-shirt. Like he got destroyed. Like
he got wrecked.
It was bad. It was really, really bad. Normally, I go back and watch the games, like the full replays. I was like, nah, man, I can't watch this shit. And also,
that's how we're gonna end. There you go.
No, Rick, I don't know. Did we mention San Diego?
No, we didn't.
Because it was just announced a couple of hours ago before we record this. San Diego officially announced as the 30th team in MLS. How do you feel about that? Because a lot of people are upset because they have San Diego loyal. I honestly don't mind. I find it's great to have competition in the city. It'll create rivalries. It'll make things interesting. I'm fine with it. And the last thing, and another thing is, San Diego, that was their original plan. They were supposed to start and then go to the MLS, and then they ended up not doing it. So I don't know why people aren't mad at leadership there. They sold San Diego Loyals, hey, we're going to eventually go to MLS, and then ended up not happening. So what are your thoughts?
It's definitely not what Miami FC did.
Look at Miami FC now. They can barely get 1,000 people to go to their games.
I know they didn't mislead anybody, and you know, the loyal maybe misled some people. Some people are gonna definitely stick around,
as they should.
You know, yeah, as they should, and some people might be. You might see people like in both teams, and it's one of these situations. I'm always for more soccer in a city. I don't think anybody has any problems here.
There are people that are pissed. They're like, oh, how you dare you do this to San Diego Loyal? Like, if San Diego Loyal had the money to join MLS, they would have done so.
Right. My whole thing is this: I'm more upset at the fact of this whole pay to get into the MLS thing and the whole style of everything. And I understand
it's a business.
Yeah, but I don't even know if it's a great one, to be honest with you.
I mean, like I mentioned before, Miami FC can barely get people to go to their games, and they're in the same league as San Diego Loyal. Now, San Diego Loyal has people going to the games, true, but like I said, I'm all for competition, especially within the city. It'll hopefully create a great rivalry.
Yeah, no.
It'll make things interesting. I'm all for everybody having a team.
That part I don't mind, and the stuff I want to talk about, we'd be stuck here hours talking about it. So yeah, good night. Love you guys. Is there anything else on our
nope, that's it. Everybody, good luck and have fun. And fuck Orlando.
Have a good one, dude. Fuck Orlando.